Welcome back, everybody. May marks Mental Health Awareness Month, although it's always a good time to have candid conversations about mental health struggles and the resources available. So this morning, the co-creator of a vital resource for so many, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Kristen Christie, is joining us for that important conversation. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
You bet. So we know that you have had your fair share of adversity within your life. So just tell us a bit about your background and some of your life experiences that led you to doing this work that you do now.
Yeah, and for so many people, we do what we do because of life experiences and the lessons we've learned from life's tests. 18 years ago, married to someone in the Air Force, he unfortunately took his life after deployment. Our boys were 12 and 14 at the time, and both children attempted suicide. And my oldest son's been missing for over 10 and a half years. So my purpose and passion has come from trauma, and that has built my resilience skills to overcome, but more importantly, those lessons I learned, I want to tutor other people through their lessons that they're learning. And if we can be proactive to help people understand that they are enough, that they need to be here and work on their mental health.
Right.
And self-care is so important.
It is, and I know you travel the world now, and you
do.
give these, talks, and you just conversate with people about this important issue. So, what do you think is just the main takeaway or message that you hope anyone who meets you or gets to talk to you just walks away with?
Yeah, there's hope. As a military spouse, my new groom is also military. He works at the 934th here in Minneapolis. HOPE is an acronym. I'm a military spouse. I speak in acronyms, but HOPE stands for Hold On, Pain Eases. That E stands for eases. It stands for ebbs and flows. It doesn't stand for end. And those lessons that we learn are so important. But hold on to your resources. Hold on to your community. I know Minneapolis, St. Paul community, this is a strong community. You all have shown some very resilient skills. But we need to come together and have a sense of belonging. I think everyone wants to feel protected, respected, and connected. And COVID kind of made isolation acceptable, and it's not.
Right.
Whether it's a lot of people, an uber extrovert like me, or an introvert who converts their energy from internal sources, find that sense of belonging. And more importantly, if you already have a sense of belonging, invite people into your community.
Absolutely.
Be a noticer when you see people are isolating themselves.
So important to find community. And of course, 988 is a huge resource now. Do you find that the need just continues to grow? I mean, what have you seen since, helping launch this line?
Yeah, it does. It took me 12 years to work with the White House administrations to get 988 past the finish line. Since July 16th of 2022, 988 has answered over 17 million calls and text messages.
Wow.
Youth suicide, the report just came out last week, has reduced by 11%, but only about 27% of adults know about 988. 988 is nationwide. It's in the U.S. territories. Canada has adopted it because it's gone so well, and it's available from overseas military lines, from the overseas military bases. And it's for anyone, whether you're in crisis or not. If you have someone that you care about in your community, that sense of belonging, that they can't call 988 on their own, you can call and say, I truly am calling for a friend.
Yeah.
And to get resources to be able to help your loved one or the person in your community. It's available to anyone, but there are some prompts when you call or text to 988. Dial 1 if you're military or a veteran or family member, and you reach a trained professional who has the cultural understanding of being in the military. Number 2, for Spanish speakers.
Wow.
In Washington State only, and we're working on getting it into other states.
Okay.
Dial 4 for the indigenous community. So we're trying to get that in other states. Now, I do not work for 988.
Okay.
I am my own person. I just want to promote life.
Yes, and this is a free resource and it's available 24/7, and I think the texting is just so important to emphasize.
Texting has just been off the charts.
Yeah.
A lot of people would much rather text than call.
Yeah. Do you find there is still a sort of stigma around talking about mental health?
There is, and not just suicide, right? You mentioned mental health. Mental health is health. There's a stigma around it. I think people are afraid to talk about it. If they ask someone how they're doing and they aren't doing very well, what are we going to do with that? You know, how do we help them? There are resources. 988, there's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. You're going to be talking about some resources today and some events that are going on in the community today.
Yeah.
That's a sense of belonging and getting out. So many resources available. 211 helps navigate through the community. 911, of course, is available for immediate urgency.
Yeah, a lot of help and a lot of resources out there. We do want to put up some of those phone numbers and websites on your screen now in case, you know, you are out there and you need some help. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. What a great conversation.
Thank you for the opportunity, and hope is not canceled.
All right.